Welcome back, once again to Let's Play Robotics Notes Elite. In the last episode, even though Kaito didn't see any sign of the mystery girl over at Chikura Cavern, he did learn quite a few disturbing things from Juna, specifically the copious amounts of animal deaths taking place all over Tanegashima in recent times, which, while he might claim to be disinterested, even Kaito Yasuo can't chalk so many animal deaths off as being just an unrelated coincidence to some of the other phenomena that has been going on around the island and indeed the world. But meanwhile, Akio Sumio is standing here before the company owned by none other than Michi's uncle of all people. Would you believe it? This is the company that produces the space candy that Kaito enjoys so well. Yeah, what a coincidence, huh? Also, starting to get doubts about getting Michi's uncle to sponsor the Robotics Club of all things. Yeah, just call it a hunch that something isn't going to go down well with this. That said, it's up north, and people like me who live down south rarely go up that far. Sorry, go that far up. Trying to keep in line with Akio's mentality here. There are lots of buildings and cars, plus plenty of people walking along the streets. It even has multi-floor buildings. Well, of course it would. Among them, this conspicuously tall building is the Space Candy Company headquarters. Probably shouldn't mention to Kaito that Michi's uncle is the CEO of this place. If indeed that is his official company title. 8 whole floors.
まさかミッチーのおじさんがスペースアメの社長さんだったなんて。
None did I, but there it is. Okay, so he's the president of the company. President, CEO, chief executive operator, whatever. He's the head honcho when it comes to the space candy industry, apparently. Yeah. If Kai knew, he'd probably be overjoyed. You're probably going to be changing your tune once you meet the guy. Just
いいか、瀬宮妹よ。長深田一族はな、種子島に多大な貢献をしとるんだぞ。これ、豆知識な。
allow me to rephrase that for you there, Michi. Your uncle's company provides candy to the good people here on Tanegashima Island. You, on the other hand, don't contribute a damn
ミ
thing.
ッチーはしてるように見えないけど。
And Akio agrees wholeheartedly.
こら、してるだろうが。先生は島の若人たちに素晴らしい教えを説いてるぞ。
If I had to grade your education, Michi, it would be a big fat F. Make that F minus. I shrug in response to his empty claim and look back up at the building. Yeah, also, the fact that Michi is here, not that it should be surprising, given the fact that he's the company's president's nephew. The fact that Michi is here just adds to my woes. The only place you can find tall buildings like this is in Nishino Mote. Apparently Tanegashima doesn't have that many high buildings, it seems. Then again, I don't really know how high buildings are in Tanegashima, so whatever. Heck, it's got to be one of the top five tallest buildings on the island. So Akio just confirming that for me. Thanks very much there, Akio. Very much appreciated. But yeah, compared to the rest of the world, 8 floors isn't really that high of a building. I look up for too long and my neck starts hurting. Well, that can happen. Space Candy's exclusive to Tanegashima, so I figured it didn't sell all that well. I guess I was wrong. Maybe they sell all across the world. Or maybe people just spend so much money on it, I don't know. It's so overwhelming that I'm finding it hard to go inside. But after getting such a juicy tip from Kai, I can't let it go to waste. Go to waste. That begs the question. I wonder if Masuka had managed to figure out who the company president was, or maybe she knew all along and just didn't tell Kai just to mess with him.
ミッチーの親戚が会社の社長やってるらしいよ。
Yeah, my money's on the latter. After hearing that from Kai yesterday, I immediately interrogated Michi and found out that it was true. Well, so much for going behind Michi's back to get sponsor money for the Robotics Club. When I asked for an introduction, he easily gave the okay. Maybe he felt obligated or something. Or something. Would be my bet. Also, the fact that he acquiesced so easily, yeah, my woe senses are tingling. Nonetheless, I can't believe Space Candy is this big.
あれ、いつまでも突っ立ってないで、行くぞ。
Let's get this over with then. I have a very bad
やっぱり
feeling.
制服で来た方が良かったんじゃ。
おじきは格好を気にするような人じゃないから気にするな。
Michi, wearing his usual combo of a tracksuit and sandals, strolls into the building without a care in the world. Is he fearless or just shameless? Again, yes to the latter. Maybe it doesn't matter because he's family. Maybe. Either way, I don't want to be seen with him. Well, you shouldn't have talked to him then. It's too late now. When we're led into the president's office, he immediately greets us. To be honest, he looks like a comedian. Yeah, that bad vibe sense I was getting just a moment ago, totally called it. This is, I think we're literally going to call you Michi 2.0. Because, yeah. My first impression is that he's gaudy as heck, but looks like a nice guy. Looks like being the operative word here.
Oh! よう来たな、光彦か。
And then he opened his mouth, and all of my fears and suspicions were once again proven correct for the umpteenth time. This was a horrendously bad idea.
おじき
The President and Michi share a spirited handshake the moment they meet, then hug. Yeah, I think it's safe to say, yeah, we're doomed.
4月の陽子の結婚式以来か。
何言ってる。先月の松葉の葬式であっただろうに。
And thus begins the small talk. talk. Oh god, the small talk.
おお、そうだった。
I would call these two knuckleheads, but that would be an insult to knuckleheads. Yeah, yeah. Don't try to play spot the difference, Akio, because despite the fact that Michi's uncle is wearing the suit, and despite the fact that, yeah, you know what? There is no difference between these two, is what I was trying to get at. Absolutely no difference whatsoever. None. I don't know what you're talking about. Seeing him lined up next to Michi really emphasizes how much they look alike. Even though they're not father and son, or brothers at that. Well, you pretty much expect relatives to resemble each other, regardless. Your uncles and their nephews really look this similar? Some, but not all, I would say, actually. Plus, how many people are even in the Nagifukata family? I don't think you want to ask these two that question. You'll probably never hear the end of it. Sort of curious, but not enough to actually ask. Good call there, Akio. Very good call.
瀬宮妹、紹介するぞ。この人が先生のおじさんで、スペースアメ社長、スミオのおじきだ。
So, this is Sumio. Or at least we don't have to give him a nickname.
よろしくの、ジョちゃん。
Well, he seems fairly polite, I guess.
瀬宮です。よろしくお願いします。
光彦もこんな可愛らしい教え子を持つようになったか。授業中にムラムラしたりしとらんだろうな。
What I said just a moment ago, I take that back. I take it all back. My initial suspicions were right on the money. He's just as terrible as Michi.
こんなガキンチョに烈情を催すようじゃ、教師なんてやってられんよ。
I feel like I'm gonna break something, or something's gonna break in me in a second. To say nothing of Akio. The Nagifukata family sucks. That it does. It is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Disillusioned, I glance around the office. I think we're going to say goodbye to that sponsorship. But it's probably not worth getting a sponsorship from this company. Not only is the president himself gaudy as heck, so is his office. It's like a room straight out of a manga. Yeah, as if to contradict what Michi just said earlier about Sumio not caring. Well, I guess he probably doesn't care how other people dress or whatever, actually. So just forget that. The decor is not great. That's an understatement. For some reason there's a loose bird flying around in here. Doesn't sound like a sparrow though. Is that a parakeet? Well, guess there's a silver lining to everything. Wait, hold it. Hold it. Don't get distracted by the parakeet, Akio. Parakeets might be colorful and chirpy, but don't be fooled. I came here to discuss business. If we can actually get to that point. I slap my cheeks to psych myself up. Storm and Surge, Blast of Spirit Gun Barrel, Jaikin. I shout the gun barrel catchphrase in my mind.
ボインちゃんボインちゃん
Did that parakeet just talk? Yeah, it did. What's that supposed to mean? There's that sinking feeling again. That utter sinking of disappointment. Some sort of dialect thing? Yeah, the Nage Fukada dialect. God damn.
太郎のやつも若い嬢ちゃんに興奮しとるようじゃぞ。
いや違うよおじき。こいつはどう見てもボインちゃんじゃないもんよ。
One more for good measure. God damn.
だな。
I hate everything. I despise everything. I'm not quite sure what they're getting at, but for some reason I find myself quite annoyed. And you should be, Akio Sumio. You should be. Okay,
というわけで
shenanigans
ロ
aside.
ボ部のスポンサーになってほしいんです。
つまらんのう。
And like that, he shut down our idea. You know, does the idea of building a giant robot stir nothing in your heart? Probably not. After I spent 15 minutes doing my best to explain the club's history and ideals while Michi just played with Parakeet, that's it. That, as you just said, Akio, is indeed it.
アキホちゃんと言ったか。つまらんな。
So you're not into giant mechs and robot anime. Good to know.
つまらんって面白おかしく説明なんて無理ですよ。
そうじゃなくて、もっとあれだよ。こうですと。つーもんがええわけ。
Of course. So, pretty much in a nutshell, Usui berates Akio for using the blasé gung-ho approach. But when she tries the disciplined approach with Sumio, she gets the same result.
溢れ出る若さっちゅうもんを見せてほしかったんだが。
Yeah, tell that to Michi and Vice Principal Usui.
ボインちゃんボインちゃんボンキュッボン
What did you do to that poor parakeet? Why did you do that to that poor parakeet? Could someone please shut that parakeet up? Arg. Arg indeed. Michi, stop laughing and do something. Once again, he is completely and absolutely useless.
インパクトが足らんのだな。インパクト。
What's inside your idea of impact, pray tell?
そういうもんを用意してからまたおいで。
Did I just get turned away? Yes, you did. Man, the real world is rough. Akio, if it's any consolation, not that it is much of one actually, but these two wouldn't know what the real world is if it came up and slapped them in the face, and that was the best I could manage there. Because I'm done with these two. I'm done with the Nagi Fukada family. Done with Michi, done with Sumio, done... How are they even employed? No, Akio, no. Don't let it get to you. Remember, my saving grace is my endless optimism. But if we can't break through the impenetrable wall of Jericho that is Sumio, we're pretty much at a dead
来て
end.
いいんですよね。
おう、いつでも待っとるよ。若さは爆発だ。
つも期待しとるからね。
Nope, sorry about that. Maybe you should probably have shouted out that gun barrel catchphrase of yours there, Akio. The one time it would have worked is the one time that she doesn't use it.
わかりました。元気爆発するようなインパクトを持ってまた来ます。
I have the sneaking suspicion that even if Sumio were to agree to a sponsorship of the Robotics Club, I'm pretty sure that Michi would either shut it down himself, thereby nullifying our efforts completely, or try to take a cut of that sponsorship. Yeah, god damn it. So while our first meeting didn't end in success, it ended with a glimmer of hope. A very tiny granule of hope, mind you. Sometimes you gotta look at the silver lining. There is no silver lining when it comes to Michi and Sumio, actually.
ところで、ボインちゃんって何ですか？
Brace yourself, Akio. You're going to be even more infuriated by the time you leave this building.
なんで、瀬宮妹はそんなことも知らんのか。世間知らずだな。
How very impure of you there, Michi.
いいか、ボインちゃんってのはな、胸のふくよかな女性のことだ。これ試験に出るぞ。
I better stop that or I'm gonna break my neck. Michi, I get that you're, in addition to being the advisor of the Robotics Club, you are almost certainly a PE teacher, but there is a line drawn in the sand, and you keep crossing it.
ボインボインっていう語感が糸おかしだろ。
I'm done. I'm done. I've had enough of these people. I want out. I want out.
ジコ、そんなこと言っとるとセクハラで訴えられるぞ。
Yet you say that so cavalierly there, Sumio.
訴えられるならそら太郎だって。
Something tells me you're all going to get sued, even Taro the Parakeet. You'll all get lawsuits. Then we might actually get some money. If we win, that is, which is a very long shot. Special attack, gunful blow, Shizoom. If only you'd shout it out loud, Akio.
Yahoo, Aki-chan.
And now we're back at Akio's residence.
ノック
And we're back to this comedy routine
まあ
again.
まあ、アメちゃんある
るけども。
Yeah, should probably should actually probably tell him now. Watch him collapse in misery there, Akio. Even though Akio shouts like that red comet dude, she meekly hands me a space candy,
サンキュー、今度返すよ。
which you never do.
ん
I
で
never will.
また頑張れる見てたの？よく飽きないね。
I see a familiar anime on the Pokecom screen that Akio is looking at.
おう、画面見ただけで頑張れるってわかるようになったんだ。ちょっと成長したね、カイ。
That's enough to make her happy? Apparently so. I pop the space candy into my mouth. The stimulation is as refreshing as always.
やっぱりスペースアーメは最高だね。
Well, you'll change your tune as when you learn who's running the joint.
昨日と今日とそのスペースアメの社長さんに会ってきたよ。
マジ？
Yes, for real.
ちょっと待って。まさかそれってミッチーの？
Yes, indeed.
ミッチーのおじさん。
My jaw dropped so hard that I might have dislocated it.
スペースアメってミッチーのおじさんの会社だったのか。
Yeah. Funny that Mizuka didn't mention that little tidbit. I'm both happy and disappointed at the same time. What mixed feelings? There was no happiness in my situation, Kaito. I was just plain disappointed.
でもあそこの社長さん結構手強いかも。少なくともミッチーよりは。
Strong is putting it lightly there,
スポンサー
Akio.
になってもらえてないの？
うん、インパクトが足りないって。
Yeah. Whereas Usui and Michi kept telling Akio that she had too much impact.
インパクト？
社長さんの興味を引かせる何かだと思うけど。
Yeah, we really should go looking for other sponsors.
土曜日は手ぶらで行ったから門前払い。だから今日は種子島審査を持って行ってきたの。一応ほらロボワンの準優勝マシンだし。
Something tells me that Sumio isn't going to be interested.
結果は？
The slightest.
それが。どうですか？ちゃんと動きますよ。ほら。ほらほら。
Yeah, I
ちっ
called it.
ちゃいのう。インパクトが足りん。
That's all she wrote.
こうなるとガンツクワンを持ってくしかないんだけど、未完成のものを持ってっても突っぱねられそうだし。
Well, it's not like we've got nothing left. Well, got anything left to lose at this point now that the club's no longer on the verge of being shut down.
完成してから持ってくなんて本末転倒だし。
That is a good observation there, Akio.
どうしようかな。
Well, the only thing we really can do is look for other sponsors. Besides Sumio. Akio plops down on her bed.
スバルくん連れて行けばロボワンチャンプだし。
I don't see that actually ending well either.
そう思って今日連れて行こうとしたけど無視された。
Yeah, he knows it's a lost cause. He might be a jerk, but he is bright.
相変わらず連戦中なわけね。
カイネも一緒に来てもらおうと思って電話したんだよ。なのに出ないし。
履歴見たけど電話してきたのって午前中じゃん。
Speaking of which, probably check the Pokecom and see what's been happening on Twitter. Woke up, played 5 hours, 47 wins, 1 loss. Guess I'll take a break. Huh. Please grant me impact. Unfortunately, that request has been denied. Alas. Ran to Lonsu for some space candy. I want to cry. Got a call from a person at a TV station. Thought it was another Robo 1 runner-up interview, but it was just a random survey. Oh dear. Looks like our glory is drying up fast, it seems. Yeah, this is what Kaito. This is clearly a Kaito response. There's no reason people should care about us. We're runners up, not winners. It is true. And it's from Juna. Master-chan won the tournament. Amazing. Good job. I think you typoed there, Juna. Amazing. How embarrassing. Well, at least you corrected it. This one I feel is definitely a Kaito response. You're so innocent, Daitoko-san. Space candy isn't that impactful, is it? No, it is not. Far from it, in fact. Let's go to list B. Uncle is usually calm, but when you make him mad, he is extremely scary. Still, I look up to him like a big brother. Started his own company HQ in Tanegashima, made it big. Truly amazing. Pride of the Nagi Fukadas. Pride? What pride? What pride are you talking about, Michi? Huh, it's TNC Sumio. Tokyo Media asked to interview my youngest daughter. It was cute watching her answer questions so nervously, so they were watching those interviews. Though, we didn't actually see Misaki's press conference, which is probably not that surprising, really. And Frau is complaining. Cleaning is annoying. I thought there'd be tanned, muscular men on a tropical island, but I guess not. No, I think you've got that confused with other islands in the Pacific there, Frau. On to list C. Zaku 2net. A mysterious phenomenon. Saint Elmo's fire is being seen all over the world. Saint Elmo. Really? St. Elmo's fire is the thing when the plane lights up when riding it, right? I've experienced it before, but it was scary. So the plane erupts into spontaneous combustion. I'll just set aside the fact that Elmo from Sesame Street popped into my head there for just a brief moment. Not just planes, tall skyscrapers in the city have been lighting up too. Wait, really? Is there an arsonist now just running around setting things on fire? Even planes? I mean, auroras are coming out, so the electromagnetic waves must be going crazy. It's probably from that, nothing more, nothing special. How can electromagnetic waves set things on fire unless, somebody will probably explain it, but it's not really that important. St. Elmo's fire is the atmospheric electromagnetic phenomenon, right? The news has been saying that the amount of electromagnetic waves has been abnormal recently. Our bodies will get messed up if you get hit by that many electromagnetic waves. I think you're getting EM waves and radiation mixed up. Electromagnetic waves are a type of silent weapon. Without making any noise or causing physical destruction, it attacks the human body and causes major harm from the inside out. The US Army used that for the war in Iraq. It's a legit lethal weapon. John Smith 33. Search Long Range Acoustic Device, LRAD, and Active Denial System, ADS, and then you'll really be confused by what justice is. You think an aurora was created with a silent weapon? Nice delusions, bro. We should really think about it because the silent weapon is working, the auroras are showing up. It does all smack of conspiracy theories on the internet, but still. NASA announced it's because the sun is going into the peak activity period. Also, you put an apostrophe where it wasn't needed there. And list D is still empty as always. Well, that's enough of Twippo for now.
日曜の午前中は寝てるね。
どうせ夜更かししてゲームしてたんでしょ。
Yeah, spent all night playing Kill Ballad.
ごめいと。週末の夜は100勝を自分の中でノルマにしてるからね。
100 wins, eh? Even for you, that is quite the feat. Yeah, 100 wins. That means I gotta play way more than 100 matches. Even at my rank, I can't win 100 out of 100. That's just how it goes.
ねえ、今度は一緒に来てくれる？
Why?
名誉部長でのアピールはもう終わったんでしょ？んじゃ俺の出る幕もないよ。ま、アキちゃんはせいぜい頑張って。
That is pretty much Kaito's lingo for you have no chance.
はい、久々に出ました。一言発言。前も言ったよね。ガンツク1のパイロットは会で決まりなんだからね。
Probably you should make him sign an actual contract first.
またその話？俺やだってば。
別に危なくないから。そもそもガンツク1は歩くだけのロボで戦ったりしないもん。
I don't think that's the issue at hand here, Akio.
転倒したら乗ってる人は死ぬでしょ。
転倒もしません。
とにかくパイロットなんかお断りだね。どうしても俺を乗せたいって言うなら勝負を。
しない。
んじゃ俺も乗らないから。
Well, there is one way to pilot it by not actually having the pilot inside of the robot. that would go against Akio's aesthetics. Akio pouts her lips and takes up a stance like she's going to ruffle my hair up, but I totally ignore her. Like hell I'm going to be safe riding in that paper tiger. It's not a tiger and it's not made out of paper. Mizune may have designed it, but Akio's the one seeing its completion to the end. Yeah, basically shows that you have absolutely no faith in or trust in Akio, much less everyone else. And I don't have any confidence in Akio, so no. Yep, yeah, just said that. Yeah, how and why are you two friends? Why are you protecting her for Misaki's case?
なあ、そうそ
For
う。
sake or
大
whatever?
徳さんのことをロボ部に勧誘してみたよ。もしかするとそのうち顔を出すかも出さないかも。
I mean, we already know why, because of the condition, but I don't think that can be an excuse anymore.
カイもついにロボ部のこと真剣に考えてくれるようになったの？
Did you just hear what he just said?
まさか。大徳さんが暇そうだったからなんとなく誘っただけだよ。
そこは嘘でもその通りだって答えてほしかった。
期待に応えられなくて悪かったね。
I think that's what she should be saying to you, Kaito. Akio lowers her eyes to the Pokecom on her lap. The heroine, I think it was Rosetta-chan. Anyway, Rosetta-chan is talking about something.
ねえカイ、金曜日って大徳さんとどこ行ったの？
Chikura Cabin, why?
都市伝説スポット巡り。ロシアのブザー音聞いたり、クジラの死骸見たり。
何それ？
It's exactly how it sounds.
言葉通りだよ。あ、もしかして気になっちゃってる？
やだ、何言ってるの？別にカイが大徳さんとデートしててもうちは気にしないよ。でもほら、カイってこれまであんまりうち以外の誰かと遊びに行くことなかったから珍しいなーなんて。
じゃなくて、都市伝説スポットって何なのか気になるかって聞いたんだけど。
Kaito with the poker face. Just completely unfazed, unlike Akio. Akio hurriedly stands up from the bed and for some reason puts on the glasses sitting on her desk. In her usual fashion.
カイめ、やるようになった。
何が？
Good question.
うるさい！カイくん。
With perfect timing, or perhaps the worst timing, I hear Akio's mother calling from downstairs.
今日晩ご飯食べてく？
And now Akio is mad. Very mad. Akio quickly exits the room.
今日はもう帰るって。
俺そんなこと一言も言ってないけど。
うちはこれからお風呂入ろうと思ってたところなの。それじゃあノッチよ。
She then hurries downstairs. Well, fairly well then. Good grief, she's mad. Well, I have no reason to stay, so I guess I'll head home. Like that, we're off. Of course, it is the next day. Which, is as good a time to end this episode as any. So when we return, adventurers, we shall see what this fine Monday morning will bring. As always, until next we meet.